Israeli troops and tanks are pushing deeper into the Gaza City on the second day of a full-scale ground offensive. Now, this operation that had triggered strong international condemnation is now escalating on a rapid pace. Thick plumes of smoke rose across Gaza while loud explosions echoed over the Palestinian enclave. In fact, residents described this as the heaviest bombardment they have faced in over 2 years of war, forcing tens of thousands of Palestinians to flee the devastated city in the search of safety. Now, according to the Israeli military, ground forces are gradually moving further into the Gaza City with plans to increase the number of soldiers in the coming days. In fact, officials estimate around 3,000 Hamas fighters still remain active inside the Gaza City. Now, viewers, this offensive comes nearly 2 years after Hamas launched its surprise attack on Israel in October 2023, an assault that killed over 1,200 people and led to the capture of 251 hostages. And since then, the war in Gaza has spiraled into one of the deadliest conflicts in the region's history. Gaza's health ministry now says over 64,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli strikes and military operations. In fact, despite a mounting criticism from the UN and, of course, the world leaders, Israel maintains that the assault is essential to dismantle Hamas and its military infrastructure in Gaza. But humanitarian groups warn that the continued bombing and ground operations are worsening what they describe as an unprecedented humanitarian catastrophe for civilians trapped inside the enclave. Now, UN chief has called Israeli attack on Gaza City horrendous. Let's take a listen as to what UN has to say on this.
What happens in Gaza today is horrendous. We are seeing massive destruction of neighborhoods, now the systematic destruction of Gaza City. We are seeing massive killing of civilians in a way that I do not remember in any conflict since I am Secretary General. The truth is that this is something that it is morally, politically, and legally intolerable.